Hello and welcome to the Drupal Academy. In this video, we will learn how to include the external CSS and JS in a custom theme in a Drupal. Many times we require to include the external JS or CSS files like external Google Map API if we want to load the map on our website, or the bootstrap. Let's see in a demo how we can include the external JS and CSS in a Drupal. In the last video, we have seen how to include the libraries in a custom node templates. So please watch that video so that you will get the better understanding. I have added that video link in the description. In that video, we have created these libraries, first library and second library, and we have included that first library in this node template. Now in the same library we will include the bootstrap CSS. So for that, first we will add some buttons with the bootstrap classes like this BTN primary, the secondary success, and all these are the bootstrap classes. First we will include this in our node template. Now save this file and clear the cache. Now go to the web browser, and this is the current view of our node. Now I will refresh this page so that it will add the 4 buttons with this primary, secondary, success and info classes. By default these classes don't have any CSS because we have not included the bootstrap CSS. So we will include the external bootstrap CSS. For that, copy this external bootstrap CSS link and go to the your module.libraries.yaml file. Inside the CSS theme, add the link, after that colon, type external. So we need to mention this CSS is as the external CSS, so that we have added here the type is equal to external, and this is the external link of the bootstrap.min.css. Now save the file, again clear the cache. After clearing cache, again go to our page. Right now here you can see, before including the bootstrap.css, that is the external CSS, these buttons were looks like as a normal HTML buttons. Now we will refresh this so that here you can see the changes, like we got the different colors for the different buttons according to their classes, and this CSS is attached from the bootstrap.min.css. So again we can verify that if it is included or not. View source, and here you can see that the bootstrap.min.css is included in our pages. So in this way we have included the external CSS using this. If you want to add the extra attributes like minifile equal to true, you can add that as well here. Now I will show you how to include the demo of how to load the map on the page. For that I will include the one more div just below these buttons, which will contain our map. So copy this. In this div I have added one ID equal to Google Map and added some width and the height for that div. Save this file. Again add this function which will initiate the map. So for that we will include this in our first.js file. So this first.js file is already included in this first library. This function will initiate the map and will place the map into this Google Map ID, and we have set the zoom as a 4, center as a this latitude longitude. Again save this JS file, and we have called this init function here on the document.ready. Now we will include the this map.js. Just copy your map.js URL, and you need to add your own key. Again go to our libraries.yaml.file, and just below this JS we need to include our external Google Map library. Again for this as well we need to mention type external, because this is the external JS. Again you can add the other attributes like async, true or false. Now save this file. Again clear the cache. We'll clear the cache using the .cr. The cache is clear. Now again go to our web page and refresh the page. Here you can see the Google Map is loaded successfully by adding this external Google Map API JS. So in this way we have included the external CSS, that is the bootstrap, and the external JS, that is the Google Map API JS. So I will again explain you the syntax. We just need to add the external JS URL and mention the type external, and same way for the JS, add the external JS URL and in a curly bracket add the type external. That's it from this video. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more Drupal tips and tricks. Thank you for watching.